Hey guys, welcome back to Get Out Alive Survival. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys checking out these videos as I get them posted up. So for today's video, I thought I'd do a little look at Tomahawks. I'm a huge fan of Tomahawks, have been for a long time. The Tomahawk is a centuries old weapon and tool that has progressed throughout the years into modern day applications where it has been given more of a tactical and even military styling. So I just thought I'd show you guys a collection of some of the Tomahawks I own, go through some of the traditional, look at some of the more modern tactical versions and things that have changed as those tactical versions have come out and been updated to make this more of a modern day tool. So I'm going to bring you guys over and show you what I've got laid out here for you. Alright, so hope you guys can see everything. Okay, so I'm going to start down here at this end of the table. This is the traditional end. These first few Tomahawks, actually all of the traditional style that I'm going to show you guys are by the company Cold Steel. So this one right here is the Cold Steel Spike Hawk. This has actually been modified by my friend Nick. He's actually the one that gifted some of these to me. He got into collecting these and modifying them. So you've got the basic handle it comes with, and then what he has done is he has sprayed on a stone, almost stone-like texture coating here on the blade, all the way back down here to the spike. You've got blade, the edge of the Tomahawk here. But it gives it that really very cool kind of stone textured looking surface. This is the Spike Hawk again. They are, Cold Steel does drop forged heads. It is a process that really strengthens the head of the Tomahawk and makes it where it's going to be able to receive the impact of being thrown, or if you use it for chopping. So they use a technique called drop forging that strengthens the head of the Tomahawk, and they also do differential heat treating. The hardness here on the edge of the blade is much harder than what is back here in the body of the Tomahawk. This is made a little bit to be a little bit softer so that it absorbs some of that impact force as well. So that's the Spike Hawk. Next one is going to be, this is the Cold Steel Pipe Hawk. Again, modified by my friend. He gave it more of a Native American look, painted the handle, or I'm sorry, stained the handle, and added these feathers here. If you get the Pipe Hawk from Cold Steel, it's going to have a handle that looks more like this, and just the basic head on it. This is a Pipe Hawk, but it is not a functional one. The Cold Steel changes out the end here that is the Pipe Hawk and makes it more just of a solid piece that's more like a hammer. One thing I want to add, if you are into Tomahawks, you might consider on your day pack, or if you're doing bushcraft or hiking, or even on your survival pack, you might consider putting a Tomahawk in place of a hatchet or a camp axe. They are functional as far as chopping wood, but one of the things you give up on the Tomahawk is the head is not nearly as heavy as a traditional camp axe or hatchet. The head is much lighter. A lot of times these are used for throwing, so they're streamlined in weight to make it easier to throw. So if you do use it as a chopping tool, which again is fully functional for that, but you're going to have to do more of the work when it comes to chopping. You're not going to get that extra help from the weight of the head. So that's just one thing to take into consideration. Also, usually on Tomahawks, the cutting head is fairly small, but it will get the job done. If you need to, you can use a Tomahawk as a wood processing tool. Next up here is the Cold Steel Axe Gang Hatchet. This is a little bit of kind of a hybrid in between a Tomahawk and a traditional like camp axe or hatchet. A little bit heftier head. My friend, again Nick, this is from my friend Nick, that he stained the handle, changed it up just a little bit, made some changes to it, but again a very nice hefty tool. It is more of a, it does have more of the characteristics of an axe, so that you can use it more so for chopping. Last on the traditional side is my personal favorite. You guys have seen this in the bug out bag video. This is the Rifleman's Hawk by Cold Steel. This is the largest of the traditional tomahawks that Cold Steel offers. Same size handle, but bigger head. This is a much heavier. If you hold this compared to some of the other Cold Steel tomahawks, you will feel how much heavier it is up top. This again has been modified. Nick did the steel wire wrapping right here, stripped down the handle, took off the black coating from Cold Steel that they do on the blade, or the body of the head of the tomahawk. Now this one, again, heavier up top. It's got a nice, pretty good cutting width here on the head, and it has this hefty hammer here in the back. So you can definitely use this for driving tent stakes or pegs, and for any kind of hammering tasks you might need if you're doing a camp or bushcraft survival, whatever the situation. So my personal preference and recommendation, if you're going to swap out for a tomahawk rather than a axe, would be this one, because this one has got the weight in the top of it to do what an axe or hatchet would do. So that finishes off the traditional. Now we'll move on to the tactical series. So one of the big things you'll notice when you get to the tactical series is the handle. For the tactical and more modern day survival applications, the wood handle is gone. A couple things that does is a lot less chance of these breaking on a miss or an overstrike, and you do not have the breakdown by the elements with these handles. These handles are either hard plastic or polypropylene, depending on the company and what they use, but these are going to be much more impervious to the elements, so you're going to have less to worry about them getting wet, rotting, anything like that. These handles are more durable and hold up better in those kind of situations. This one right here is by Camillus Knives. This is a just a small, very small tomahawk. You can throw this in a pack very easily. Comes with a nylon sheath that is included with it. Now I got this probably about 2 years ago, and it is a it was part of a gift set then. I'm sure you can probably find this on its own, but they come out each year around the holidays with these gift sets that are usually a few of their items bundled together, and this was part of it. So small striking head. You've got 4 screws right up here at the top that hold the head in the handle. You see that on both sides. You do have a striking back to the tomahawk, so you can use that. You could use that for crushing seeds or nuts if you were trying to grind something up. You could use that in that application. This one is very small, very lightweight, so it's going to be more tactical or just very small tasks, survival. This one's not really got a lot of weight to it to process much of any kind of real sizable wood or anything like that. So that's one thing to take into consideration. This is a very small and easy to carry, so it would fit easily in a pack, but it would have its uses like any other tool. Next up, this is the M48 by United Cutlery. Again, black hard plastic handle. This one has a spike on the end like the Cold Steel Spike Hawk. It has a very prominent spike here on the back, and you've got the cutting edge here. This is a little bit larger than the Camillus. As you can see, they are very similar in features as far as the handles and all that, but the United Cutlery M48 is a little bit longer, a little bit heavier up top too. So this would work okay for camp tasks and chores. It's got more of a tang that runs down into the handle here. The tang runs from the top of the axe down to right here, and you've got 3 screws on each side holding that in place. Again, this is a more modern tactical. This is not so much made to be a bushcraft or camping tool as it is to be kind of a survival. You've got the spike for breaching and then the axe head. So that's one thing take into consideration with that. The final one here that I have to show you today, this is the Trench Hawk by Cold Steel. Now, this has a polypropylene handle, very durable, very rugged and robust. Again, going to stand up to the elements very well. It's going to be more forgiving on an overstrike, or if you throw it and miss or hit something hard, this is going to hand up or hold up to the abuse much better. The axe, the head runs from top right here down to this point. You've got 2 large hex screws holding that in place. One nice thing about these is Cold Steel does offer replaceable handles, and they now have them in a couple different colors than black. And so you can take those 2 hex screws out, change out the head, and have it in a brand new handle. So if something ever does happen to this, super easy change out on the handle. This one has have a nice, pretty wide, I believe it's, if I remember correctly, about a 3.5 inch. Hey guys, sorry, the battery on my camera died when I was in the middle of explaining the Trench Hawk, so I'm gonna pick up where I left off on that. What I was saying was the Cold Steel, if I remember correctly from the specifications, this is about a 3.5 inch cutting edge right here on the blade, so you've got pretty good wide area to cut. This is got a pretty decent amount of weight to the whole Tomahawk. The head is still not nearly as heavy as a camp axe or hatchet would be, but again, these are more in the tactical and even breaching tool series. So this is not really, wood cutting is not the purpose in mind when designing and making these. So yes, you can use it for chopping wood, it will absolutely work, but you're gonna have to do more of the work, so you're gonna have to take that in consideration, because in survival especially, you don't want a lot of wasted energy. So, or as little wasted energy actually as possible. So a tool that's gonna make you work harder to get the same task done may not be the best choice. But if you take this on a bushcraft or camping trip because you just want to use it for fun or try it out, that absolutely will work. So that is the last of the tactical Tomahawks I'm showing today. One thing I will show you real quick on that one before I end is it comes with Cold Steel's Securex sheath. This is a very hard, very durable sheath cover for the Tomahawk. Covers the spike as well as the blade. Fits on very easily. Got your snap closure right here to hold it on. This is great. It's also got holes here where you can run cordage through. You can attach this to a bag. A lot of different variations of what you can do with it to carry it with you. So that's another great feature. Really love these covers by Cold Steel. They're very durable. You don't have to worry about your tool cutting through it or anything happening where you could get injured while it is in the sheath. So that's just one last thing I wanted to show you comes with that. And that'll wrap it up for the Tomahawks. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more stuff I'm working on, getting the gear and the stuff together. I want to do some new videos coming up, so keep a watch. I hope you guys will comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification icon so you know when I post new videos. I got a lot of stuff in the plans coming up for new videos. I just wanted to go ahead and toss this one up today so that I could get a video up for you guys, something new. Like I said, Tomahawks and axes and hatchets in general are a real big interest and passion of mine. I collect knives, collect tomahawks, collect a lot of different survival and bushcraft gear. So I like sharing this with you guys, and if you like seeing it, let me know in the comments if you want to see more, if you got some ideas or something that you'd like for me to post up and look at, please let me know. And like I said, comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know what you guys want to see more of and what you're interested in. And I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Get Out Alive Survival. My name is Chris. You guys take care.